Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Lainey. We've got a different setup, some weird lighting, and I really can't blame it on anything other than laziness. I got blood work today, and then I had to get an RH shot and a whooping cough shot for my pregnancy at this time. I'm a little out of it. This is gonna be a chill video, so I was like, it doesn't matter. You guys aren't really coming here for the visuals, I hope, and the production value. So today we're going to be talking about trendy versus timeless, and I've talked about this before. I listen to Emma Chamberlain's podcast when she talks about like random SHIT she buys or fashion, and that's about it. She just did another trendy versus timeless video podcast, and I listened to it and I was like, yeah, I've got some stuff to say, because honestly my opinions have changed, and I don't know if I'm just growing up or like listening to more fashion things and like really thinking more about this. But today's trendy versus timeless video is going to be a little bit different than my old ones and how Emma does it. I've been thinking about this whole idea of trendy versus timeless and how it really does differentiate from person to person. I've talked about this before. What I see as something is lasting in my wardrobe might not be what someone else thinks would last in their wardrobe a season, a year, or a decade, whatever. So that's the first thing. I think that the trendy versus timeless debate is a very personal thing because it has so much to do with how you style things. I've come to the conclusion almost nothing is timeless. Because of course, you know, like a pair of blue jeans and a white t-shirt, we'd be like, those are very, very noticeably timeless, but we have to look at the cut of the t-shirt. Is it crop top? Is it long? Is it a little bit see-through? Do you have to wear it with a bra? Is it high neck? Is it v-neck? Are the sleeves rolled? Then when looking at the jeans, you guys know, high-waisted, low-rise, mid-rise. Are they loose? Are they skinny jeans? Are they jeggings? Do they have holes in them? What wash are they? There's so many things that go into that. So even just the idea of like the most basic pieces almost everyone owns, a white t-shirt and jeans, can't be timeless. And what I mean by this isn't that you can't have a pair of jeans that will last in your wardrobe for your entire life, or as long as they fit you, whatever. When I think of like timeless versus trendy, I'm gonna think of like, first off, like fashion girlies who are super on trend, you know, like following the trends, like trying new styles, like shopping or thrifting. For them, they're never gonna see one style of jeans as timeless for themselves, because I kind of think for myself. Like, I would love to think that I'm going to be wearing baggy jeans for the rest of eternity. I could totally see myself one day picking up a pair of like cigarette jeans again, or dare I say skinny jeans again. Who knows like how much is gonna change. I think that's just because I'm super into fashion. Thinking of more of like an everyday person who, you know, their wardrobe isn't everything to them. It's not what their whole life revolves around, and it's not what, I don't know, it's just not as important. I think the trendy versus timeless debate is so generational. It was that whole idea of like millennials being like, I will never give up my skinny jeans, and Gen Z saying skinny jeans suck. Like, I could see Gen Z thinking, or always wearing, and I'm technically am Gen Z, always wearing a baggier jean and never falling back to the skinny jean, and us kind of being like the millennials of what's after Gen Z? I don't know, sorry. But us being the millennials to them when they start wearing skinny jeans or a different type of jean, or you know, anything else, and look at us as out of style, out of touch, whatever you want to say. So I'm gonna talk through a list of like items that I would normally say like, this is trendy, this is timeless, but I'm just gonna talk about how to make any of them look good for, I think, a long time or all of time. Because like when Emma was talking about claw clips as being trendy or timeless, claw clips aren't a new thing. They've been around for a really long time. Yes, there are so many more different like styles and shapes and fits and whatever, and they could be a lot better than they were, but they're gonna fall out again, even if you think they're timeless. And what I mean by that is maybe me and you who remember, you know, the peak of the claw clip when everyone and their mother had a claw clip in, we're gonna keep wearing them because for us they're practical, they're easy. We remember that peak trend and we just can't let it go. But especially since being pregnant and thinking about having a daughter, I can't imagine a younger girl who wasn't alive during that peak trend of claw clips gravitating to a claw clip like we do. And that's what I mean. I hope that makes sense. It'll make more sense as we go. Okay. So let's get started. First thing I want to talk about are blazers. I made a TikTok talking about how I don't think anything is trendy anymore and that I think everything has been trending, or like a version of it has been trending in the last 5 years. Somebody, or a few people probably, commented about the like 2012, how we would kind of dress like business casual day to day. And immediately I was like, we wear blazers to the bar. Like, how is that not the same thing but a different font? So I do think blazers are gonna go out of style in the sense of wearing them as a fashion statement on your own time. I think if you want to always make the blazer last in your closet, wearing it when you have to dress up a bit more, it'll forever make sense. Whether that's to the office in a business casual way, a more formal dinner where you just have to be a little bit more put together and maybe covered and professional, I think the blazer like that will always work. Pairing it with, you know, the slacks, a skirt, and like leather shoes or heels, a blazer will work. I think we will get out of the way, and again, maybe not like us remembering the blazer or thinking back on the blazer, but I think like fashionistas will get out of wearing blazers with a crop top and jeans and white sneakers. Like, when you say that, it kind of sounds crazy, doesn't it? Guys, sometimes I'm racking my brain so hard for videos that I just think I overthink everything, and then I'm like, I don't know what's real anymore. So that one was more of like a thing people definitely think is timeless, and I would have to hardcore disagree on in the sense of wearing it in a casual setting. The next thing is definitely just something that's trending right now, and again, I don't think anything on this list is timeless. It's the big heart necklaces. Of course, I think these are just trendy. When something blows up as fast as these things did, they're not gonna stick around. This one is a little locket, and I just thrifted it. It was $1. It's literally plastic. I was like, they're not gonna be around for long, and I'll keep this one. And you know, adding it or making it, having one as a locket feels a lot more sentimental than the like big metal one or whatever, even though they're still cute. I've seen a lot of people wearing longer necklaces, which I think is really fun. For me, especially right now being pregnant, but my boobs are too big, so I don't like how the long necklaces sit on me. I think they look a lot better with smaller boobs, but I think they're really cute. Again, really easy to thrift. They're obviously just trendy. I haven't seen them around too much. Like, getting a colored long necklace, like colorful beads, is really cute, and I think a lot of people will be wearing them soon. I mean, I've seen them around, so that's my take on those. Next is the cargo pants. Emma talked about this, and I agree completely. They're trendy for like the group that's wearing them right now and how we're wearing them. Wearing cargo pants with your pointed toe kitten heels, like a pair of heeled boots, or with sneakers and a corset, that is so trendy. Cargo pants themselves are timeless, wearing them in a camping or workwear aesthetic. And that's what Emma said, so I don't want to reiterate it too much. The next thing are sambas, the adidas sambas. These have blown up really quickly. I don't know, I've kind of got... Oh no, I just lost power. Do I keep filming? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Next thing are sambas, and I kind of agree with the cargo pants are. I think sambas are really trendy right now for like the fashion girlies and on TikTok, Instagram, you know, the internet, Pinterest. And in like our age demographic, I saw someone kind of trying to like start something on TikTok being like, how are you gonna call sambas a micro trend? They're literally a sneaker and they're gonna be around forever. And like, yeah, you're right, but it's like, who's wearing them right now are treating them like a trend. I have 2 pairs, and of course I got them. Is this spooky? Of course I got them in like a fashion way, but my boyfriend Brandon plays soccer, and he's like, oh my god, I had like those all throughout middle school and high school. He's a soccer player. Soccer players, of course, are going to keep wearing sambas, and people who knew about sambas or were wearing sambas before the trend, obviously they're just a sneaker. That's literally any trend ever. Nothing is new. Nothing now has never been done before. People have been wearing these big heart necklaces before the trend was coming around. People were wearing bigger blazers before the trend came around, etc. For like the fashion people who find it, it's considered a trend. I don't know how you're gonna argue that one. Okay, thick belts. Do I even have to keep saying like they're trendy, they're not timeless. Especially because we have seen bigger belts, you know, go out of style, and now that they're coming back, they're obviously not timeless. Big belt is kind of hard to wear in a way that doesn't feel very, very trendy. I mean, right now people are wearing them a bit more low-waisted, and the first time we saw them, we were wearing them like cinching the smallest parts of our waist, or like under our boob, wherever it was like flattering. But I think we're getting away, and I've talked about this before too, we're getting away from that idea of like, my clothes have to be flattering, I have to accentuate the best parts of my body. So I think wearing it lower rise, or like, you know, where a belt would go on your hips or where your belt loops are, can make it feel less trendy. And maybe not putting so much emphasis on the belt. I don't know, that's a hard one though. In middle school and in high school, we would wear like the big brown leather, like braided belts from Abercrombie or Hollister or American Eagle, like in the loops of our low rise, dark wash boot cut jeans. And that feels very out of date. Next, ballet flats. So obviously they're trendy, they're coming back, or they're back. I think wearing them, again, in like a business way, kind of like the blazer, you can't ever really go wrong with the ballet flat, especially because they're such a great shoe option for people who don't want to wear heels. They're that dressed up, more feminine looking shoe opposed to a heel, because of course you could wear like a loafer instead of a heel most of the time, but that feels a little bit more like androgynous. So the ballet flat's really the only way to get that feminine looking closed toe shoe without wearing a heel. So yeah, I think if you just like have to dress up and you put on ballet flats, you're never gonna you won't look trendy all the time, or you know, in years to come you maybe won't look trendy, but I don't think anyone would look and be like, oh my god, she's stuck in 2022. I don't think anyone would think that. Okay, and then we have trousers. I think these fall in the same place as blazers. To make them always in style and make the most of the trousers you have in your closet, wearing them in a business way and not like with a corset, like a going out way, will be something you can do when people say trousers aren't cool anymore. Because it's gonna happen, you guys. Like, it's gonna happen with how trends move now. People are gonna say they're out of style. And if you're someone who cares about what other people say about your outfits, I'm just trying to give you guys some like insight of how to style these pieces and make the most of like your favorite pieces. I also think that like, especially our age group, a lot of these things I'm saying we're gonna be so forever stuck to. Kind of okay with. And last thing are claw clips. Like I said, I don't think they're timeless. I think that for us, we're gonna wear them forever. Just in like a practical way, but maybe not like when I'm going out, I'm gonna do my hair up in a claw clip. That'll be like more so for athletic or just like lounging, the claw clip will be. I just can't see younger generations continuing the claw clip. Okay, I hope this video like made some kind of sense. When I edit it, we'll see if it did or didn't. I'm so sorry about no power and everything in this video, I guess. Love you guys the absolute most. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in a few days.